Hey everyone, Mark the Window Cleaner here. Welcome to part 2 of WFP, Testing the Waters. Of course, WFP stands for Waterfed Pole. And Unger has recently come out with this Waterfed Pole conversion kit to help you turn your existing Unger extension window cleaning pole into a waterfed pole. Now, I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. I started hooking up stuff as soon as this kit came in. I'm going to try to rewind a little bit and go back to how this was shipped to me and how we're going to put it together from there. Basically, the brush came in a little box along with a couple of these small hoses and a T-connector. Now, basically, once you open this up, you connect these small hoses to the jets on the Waterfed pole brush, and then, of course, the T-connector in the middle. As well as this brush, they send you 40 feet of Waterfed pole hose. Now, when it arrives, it has this small fitting here on one end. Now, this is basically used on one of their other, actual high-grade Waterfed pole systems, and it's not needed with what we're going to be doing here, so they tell you just to cut it off, which I did. Now, on the other end of the hose is another connector. Normally, you would leave this on, especially if you're going to be using Unger's two-stage DI cart, because this is all set up for you to just screw this right on to the cart and you're ready to go. You're ready to start cleaning windows. However, I'm going to be using a backpack sprayer system like we talked about in the introduction, so this isn't needed right now. I will hang on to it though, because somewhere down the road I'll probably end up getting a cart of some sort, and depending on what the inputs and outputs are, might be needed, so I'll just put this in a safe spot. So far we've got the brush, we've got the little jet hoses, T-connector, 40 feet of pole hose. The next thing that they send you is this angle adapter. This basically can, you can set up your angle of your brush to whatever angle you feel is optimum for the job you're working on. Once you set it up, you can change it any time when you're on the job, and you just basically screw this tight. Now that we've got the angle that we want, and that just screws into the brush head like that. Okay? Pretty simple. Now, one of the most important pieces of the whole kit, and it's actually the smallest piece that they give you, is this little adapter, which we're going to actually put into the Unger extension pole. This is what allows you to turn your existing Unger pole into a waterfed pole. So I'm just going to grab my OptiLock here. Now, for the most part, I'm probably going to use this conversion kit with my TelePlus pole, but it will work with the OptiLock just as well. And I know for myself, I'm looking forward to doing ground level French panes with the Waterfed pole system, because after the 2 or 3 videos I've seen of people doing French pane work, especially John Keyser's video, it's just a no-brainer. It's the fastest way to do it. So anyway, I've taken off the existing locking cone tip off my OptiLock pole, and as you can see here, this particular adapter has a Euro thread on it, which is what we need to connect a Waterfed pole hose. So I'm just going to put this on here. It snaps into place. There you go. We're all set to connect this up, and that will screw into here nice and tight. Look at that. We're all ready to do Waterfed pole work. Now, the only thing we need from this point is a water delivery system and pure water. I just want to also point out a couple things that they give you. Let me just take this off and make it easier. Okay. One of the other things that they give you, which they didn't have to, but it's pretty handy, are these 2 Velcro straps. These 2 Velcro straps are great for keeping the pole hose close to the pole when you're working. Especially in the higher section, because the last thing you want is, you're scrubbing windows or whatever, and that pole that's sitting on the outside of the hose, which is sitting on the outside of the pole, you don't want it whipping around in the wind and whatever, whacking the windows. So you're going to want to keep it kind of snug to the pole. Full, proper Waterfed pole systems usually has the hose going up through the middle of the pole. This is a conversion kit, so obviously the hose is going on the outside. So, having these Velcro straps is pretty cool. Probably wouldn't hurt for me to go out to a store and grab a couple other straps so I can strap it all the way down. Anyway, so you can see how the whole kit comes to you, how easily it just automatically goes onto your existing extension pole from Unger. A great way to get into water-fed pole work. But of course, like I mentioned, the next stage is getting our water delivery system, our pure water, up into the hose, in through the brush, so we can start cleaning some windows. So in the next video, that would be part 3, we're going to take a look at the Hudson Never Pump Backpack Sprayer. We're going to take a look at what that's all about, how it arrives to you. We'll talk a little bit about charging it up and getting it all ready to to test out how that thing works out. And then in part 4, we're going to take a look at all the connectors and fittings that you're going to have to connect to all your different hoses to make everything work all together. So again, part 3 coming up, the Hudson Never Pump Backpack. So stay tuned. Take care. Bye for now.